lantern smoke and splintered chairs from promises broke. My glass sat warm in a calloused hand, like the last old friend in this wasted land. Moonlight spilled through a cracked back door, painting dust on the wooden floor. The barkeep watched but said no word, like it seen men drown without the dirt. I wore my sins like a leather coat, heavy with names I never spoke. And in my pocket, cold as stone, was a cross I swore I'd left alone. Rusted halo over my head, hanging low like the tears I bled. Lord, I've worn this crown of shame till I barely know my name. If mercy's still in midnight air, come find me kneeling in despair. Before the dark lays down its claim, take this rusted halo away. There's a graveyard hill past the county line, where my brother sleeps beneath old pine. I left him there with words unsaid and whiskey stains where tears had bled. That cross in my pocket burned like coal, like mama's prayers still haunt my soul. She used to say, boy, kneel and pray, or the dark will steal your heart away. Now the church bell rang through the empty black, like a sound trying to pull me back. And every toe cut through my chest, like judgment knocking for my rest. Rusted halo over my soul, been cracked but not yet stole. Lord, I ran through dust and sin, but I don't wanna die like this. If grace still walks these roads tonight, lead me through this endless fight. Before my breath turns cold and fades, lift this rusted halo away. I poured that bottle onto the floor, didn't need that poison anymore. Dropped that cross down in my hand and prayed along where I would stand. The lantern shook, the shadows crawled, and I heard my name beyond those walls. Rusted halo, fall tonight, break apart in pale moonlight. No devil's hand, no whiskey burn can stop a soul that wants to turn. The moon stayed high, the dark stayed deep, but peace found me where sinners weep. Black dirt clung to my worn-out boots by the graveyard gate where the dead sleep loose. Moonlight hung on crooked stones, and cold wind whispered through the bones. rusted spade to dig through sins I never laid. The preacher said, boy, leave it be, but ghost still kept on calling me. I knelt beside my brother's grave, the same one I was too late to save. My hands were stained from years gone by, and I still heard his final cry. Graveyard confession under blackened skies, telling my truth where the silence lies. Lord, I buried more than flesh and bone. I buried pieces of my soul alone. If mercy walks where the dead men sleep, come find the promises I couldn't keep before the dark drags me below. Hear this graveyard confession. Whiskey burned like bitter blame as I carved his old forgotten name. A coyote cried out through the hills, and everything around stood still. I spoke of blood, of stolen nights, of poker debts, and outlaw fights, of every lie I wore like skin, and every road that led to sin. The chapel bell rang through the dark like iron striking at my heart, and from the shadows by the pines I swore I saw those haunted eyes. Graveyard confession in the dead of night, begging the Lord to make it right. Lord, I carried guilt like iron chains through dust storms, whiskey and endless pain. If grace still waits for men like me, lost where the blind can never see, before my breath turns cold as stone, take this graveyard confession. I dropped that bottle in the dirt, watched it break beside the earth, then bowed my head beneath the cross, counting all that I had lost. No thunder rolled, no angels sang, just church bells crying through the rain. Graveyard confession, blood and dust, laying down pride, fear and rust. The moon still hung, the night stayed black, but I felt peace come drifting back. No grave, no ghost, no past untold keep me buried in the cold. shared down the county line. Moonlight slipped through the broken boards like heaven knocking at my door. still shook from the cards I played, from whiskey debts and graves I made. A rusted lamp burned faint and low, like the last bit of hope I'd ever known. Outside the wind dragged through the plains, rattling fences like iron chains, and every creak in the timber frame sounded like someone calling my name. Dust on the Bible, blood on my hands, a broken man on cursed land. Lord, I've wandered far from grace, with sin and sorrow on my face. If mercy still can find me here, past all these years of pain and fear, lift this burden from my soul before the darkness takes me whole. I turned those pages one by one, like counting wounds I couldn't outrun. Words my mama used to read, back when I still knew what I believed. Her voice came back through the midnight air, soft like prayer, sharp like despair. She said, son, the road ain't done till the Lord decides you'll run. Then outside the chapel bell rang slow, though miles away through dust and stone. And in that sound I felt the weight of every sin and twist of fate. Dust on the Bible, tears in the dark, a cold dead fire, a fading spark. Lord, I've carried hate too long, and every step's been leading wrong. If grace still waits beyond my shame, call me back and speak my name before I'm buried by my past. Save this soul at last. I dropped that bottle on the floor, didn't need its burn no more. The glass broke hard like all my lies, and silence filled the hollow night. Dust on the Bible, washed by tears. After all these wasted years, the moon still burned above the land, but peace came down through these worn hands. No grave, no dead, no devil's chain could drag me through that dark again. The chapel stood on hollow ground, where crooked crosses faced the town. Moonlight bled through splintered wood, like broken grace where sinners stood. My coat was torn, my hands were bruised from roads of loss and nights abused. Whiskey stains and dried up blood still mark the trail where I had stood. A black veil hung beside the door for souls that wouldn't walk no more. I pulled it down and wrapped it tight, like wearing all my wrongs that night. Black veil prayer beneath the moon, sing for me before I'm gone too soon. Lord, I've carried sins like iron stone through empty bars and roads alone. If mercy waits where shadows crawl, hear my name through chapel walls, before the grave lays claim to me. Set my spirit free tonight. I lit a candle, watched it shake like all the vows I failed to make. The Bible lay with dust and tears like it had waited all these years. I spoke of greed, of lies, of rage, of cards and debts and iron chains, of every grave my choice is made, and all the souls I left betrayed. The bells ring low beyond the hill, the midnight wind turned sharp and still, and through the cracks I swore I heard the dead men speak without a word. Black veil prayer in endless night, begging God to make me right. Lord, I've worn this guilt like rusted steel, and every scar still cuts me deep. If grace still burns beyond the dark, light a fire inside my heart before I fade like smoke and rain. Wash away this blackened stain. I laid my head beside the cross, counted everything I lost. The candle flared, then burned down slow, like time was all I had to owe. Black veil prayer, cold and true. The moon still watched the night shine through. No dawn came breaking, no sunlight rose, just quiet mercy no one knows. No devil's hand, no graveyard call could keep me chained beyond these walls. Heavy as the sins I hide, dust drifted through the broken street, like ghosts that follow every step. The saloon was shut, the lamps burned low, Moonlight cut through window smoke. My boots kept dragging through the mud, still stained dark with borrowed blood. There's a bounty on the man I was, pinned up high where the old boards rot. A younger face beneath that hat, a soul long gone now wanted back. Cold iron prayer in my shaking hand. Lord, I'm tired of this cursed land. I've chased revenge through endless black, but all it did was drag me back. If mercy still can hear my voice, show me there's another choice before this trigger takes my breath. Save me from this walk with death. Down the jailhouse wall, the names were carved of thieves and drifters left in dark. I knew them all, drank with their ghosts, shared cheap whiskey and empty toast. My brother's grave beyond the ridge still waits beneath that broken bridge. He died for debts I should have paid, and now his shadow calls my name. The chapel bell rang low and deep, like something waking from my sleep. And through the dark I heard the sound of chains still dragging on the ground. Cold iron prayer under moonlit skies. Lord, I'm worn from all these lies. I carried hate like loaded steel, till nothing in me felt real. If grace still waits where sinners kneel, break this rage I always feel before my hands are stained again. Pull me from this life of sin. I laid that pistol on the altar wood, where my mama said I always should. The candles bent, the shadows swayed, and all my anger slowly gave. Cold iron prayer now set aside, no blood remains for me to hide. The moon stayed high, the night stayed long, but somehow I knew where I belong. No iron weight, no outlaw name could pull me back to hell again. Trees, cold as sorrow, sharp as grief. Dust rolls up from broken ground, like ghosts still drifting all around. I walked alone through that graveyard path, with dirt on my hands and whiskey glass. moonlight carved through crooked stone, like judgment calling me back home. There was a grave with no man's name, just withered wood and rusted chains. That hollow pit I used to know, the place where all my sins still grow. The hollow grave keeps calling me, like a debt carved in memory. Lord, I bury truth beneath my pride, and let the dark live deep inside. If mercy waits beyond this pain, wash me clean like midnight rain, before that hole becomes my bed. Save my soul from the hollow grave. I knelt down low by that empty ground where all my lies were buried down. A silver ring, a bloodstained card, and letters burned and torn apart. The cold earth held what I once hid, every vow I broke and what I did. The whiskey spilled into the dirt, like pouring out my shame and hurt. Then chapel bells rang through the black, like heaven calling a sinner back. And through the pines the shadows swayed, like all the dead I'd ever made. The hollow grave still calls my name, through every scar and every shame. Lord, I walked too long with iron chains, through outlaw roads and bitter rain. If grace still shines where lost men crawl, hear me now before I fall, before my bones turn cold and still. Save me from this grave I fill. I dropped my head beside that cross, counted all that I had lost. The wind stood still, the moon burned white, and I broke apart that endless night. Remains no broken vow, the moon still hung above that land, but peace returned to these warm hands. No devil's chain, no ghost I knew could drag me back where sorrow grew. The pound stood still on the ridge that night, tall as graves in pale moonlight. Dust on my coat, mud on my jeans, carrying weight from broken dreams. That old dirt road knew every lie, every curse I threw at the sky. every bottle I broke in rage, every debt I never paid. At the edge of the woods by a rusted sign was the place where I buried mine. A sack of silver, a stolen ring, and all the shame that greed could bring. Sin beneath the pines runs deep, buried where the dead roots sleep. Lord, I hid my hands beneath the dirt, but the truth still drags and burns. If mercy walks these hollow trees, come cut me loose and set me free before the dark comes calling in. Wash away this buried sin. I dug that ground with a shaking hand, cold black soil like cursed sand. The moon looked sharp through broken limbs, like heaven watching all my sins. I found that sack still tied in rope, heavy as guilt, empty of hope. The silver gleamed like serpent skin, a shine that pulled me back again. Then church bells rang from far away, like a warning through the darkened plains. And in the wind I heard my name, like my mama speaking through the rain. Sitting beneath the pines still breathe, wrapped in roots and buried grief. Lord, I've walked too far in crooked ways, through whiskey nights and lawless days. If grace still waits beyond my shame, call me back and stake your claim before the earth takes all I've been. Save me from this buried sin. I threw that silver in the fire pit, watched the flames consume all of it. The smoke climbed high through moonlit black, and I knew there was no turning back. The pines turned to ash, like broken ghosts from a shattered past. The moon stayed cold, the night stayed long, but I could feel where I belong. No devil's coin, no outlaw gold could buy the soul I almost sold. Black water rolled by the county line, dark as the secrets I left behind. Moon hung low on that crooked stream, like a silver knife through a broken dream. Boots full of mud, coat torn thin, carrying scars beneath my skin. The river knew what I had done long before I learned to run. There's an old wood bridge where sinners meet, where gamblers drown and drifters bleed. I stood there still with a whiskey jar, counting sins beneath the stars. Moon over black water, shine on me. Through all the wreckage I can't unsee, Lord, I buried truth in muddy ground and let my soul get dragging down. If mercy moves through this dark tide, pull me back from the other side before the river takes my name. Wash away my fear and shame. Cut hard through the cypress trees like whispered prayers on a dying breeze. I heard my brother's voice again, calling low through the river bend. He said, you can't outrun your past, not with whiskey, gold, or cards. And every word fell sharp and cold like iron chains around my soul. The church bell rang from the hilltop dark, a lonely sound through the river's heart. And in that toll I felt the truth. The water held what I once knew. Moon over black water, pale and still, watch me kneel against your will. Lord, I walk these roads half dead, with blood and sorrow where I tread. If grace still waits beyond these waves, lead me out before the grave, before this black tide drags me through. Show me what's left that's true. I poured that whiskey in the stream, watched it fade like a fevered dream, dropped my knife into the flow, let the dark take what I owe. Moon over black water, cold and white, kept my sins but spared my life. The river ran, the night stayed deep, but peace found me where waters meet. No devil's dead, no outlaw stain could pull me down.